So I wanted to give a little update on the PLA Plus being outdoors. I had put some pieces on the aquaponics system that is not running. So there's no water flowing. And over the course of the day in the sun, where the PLA Plus is stressed, it will warp. Now, where it wasn't stressed, it did not warp. So it only will warp. Like this here was fine. This here was fine. This one here did have a little bit of warpage from the tubing, because the tubing was not round, so that did warp a little bit from the heat. Other ones were fine. It didn't warp where there was no stress on it. But where there was stress, like this one here, you can see where it didn't warp where the tubing went through, but where it clips onto the bed, because the bed got hot in the sun, that caused it to warp, and there was some stress turning it sideways. So the PLA Plus is really strong. And this is the Esun PLA Plus. It is flexible to a degree, but man, I tell you, this stuff is hard to break, and it just prints this really nice gloss. It's just a really nice product to print with. So what I did is I got some ABS Plus. Now the ABS Plus doesn't have as much odor printing, and I printed these pieces, and yeah, I really didn't smell anything in the where the printer was enclosed. And dimensionally, it's really good, because if you look at a piece in the PLA Plus versus the ABS, I mean, it's just it's spot on. I mean, the OD is good. I think this one's worked a little bit. Let me get one. That one's worked. This one is pretty good. So I mean, it really just did a good job. So this would be the PLA Plus, and this is the ABS Plus. You can see the ABS Plus doesn't have the gloss that the PLA Plus does, but I had no lifting on the edges to speak of, no separation. I had the enclosure was about 94 degrees Fahrenheit during the print. I think it got to 100. I was printing it at a nozzle temperature of 250, bed temperature of 110, that's Celsius, and the cooling fan at 0. And I did use a bed or a brim adhesion, and I tell you, it was on there good. I'm thinking about doing a print without the brim adhesion. I don't think I'm using the Ender stock removable bed, not the magnetic bed, but the poly bed with a sticker on it. So this is the elbow in the ABS Plus, and it is a little duller than the PLA Plus, which is shinier. Dimensionally, it's fine. Printed out really nice. It's not quite as strong. When I squeeze this, it would pop at the seam, whereas the PLA Plus would not. But this can handle a higher temperature. So I'm going to put these outside. The aquaponics system is not running. I'm going to put them in kind of a stress environment, see how they do in the sun. But I'm going to print some more of these fittings with this, but I'm really happy with this Esun PLA Plus, or ABS Plus. So far, It's printing really nice. I wasn't really sure what to expect because of the reviews with printing ABS, and I'm very new at this, but I'm very, very happy with it. And this is the enclosure that I have. Just something I've been slapping together, working on. I got an old air conditioning thermostat there to control, to just monitor temperature in there, and I got some little pieces of magnet from an old magnetic sign and some metal just to kind of close that. In this environment, when I'm running the air conditioning, this environment here is about 75 to 78, whereas in there I got to about 100. And now it's not winter, this is summer in Florida, so I may have to do some changes to this enclosure because the garage is going to get cold. So thank you, and I'll update you later.